everyone, and today I am talking a classic game that originally came out in 2004, published by Matt Springe's former Games Workshop employee Mongoose Publishing, and that is Babylon 5: A Call to Arms, based on the material of the show and the Babylon 5 Wars range by Agents of Gaming. Now, why am I talking this? Well, blame Andy, because first Nemesis came to me a few weeks ago saying he missed space gaming, and I sent him the attack wing and X-wing and Armada rules, but I didn't hear back. And then Andy came to me, about 2 weeks ago, sneaked into my WhatsApp and he said, "Hey man, we're gonna play that game again. We found the old rule books. Do you want to join?" So of course I had sold my fleets over the years. So enter some Googling and finding around, and as I am saying this, my Earth Alliance Third Earth fleet is on its way to Belgium. All the way from the States, so I'm expecting a serious shipping and import bill, but yeah, well, that happens. But A Call to Arms was first released in 2004. It had a second edition in 2006, and we played it like crazy every Friday night. Years on it, not even months, but years. We had big space map campaigns and everything, combined with 6mm Future War Commander for combined campaigns. So, but mostly it was spaceship battles. I myself always played either the Earth Alliance or the Interstellar Alliance. But yeah, you had a lot of vessels going through. I even owned the exclusive Excalibur, though it was later released as a victory class vessel for the game, but I had the slide in a small box saying, yeah, it was I think it was a Depticon, I'm not quite sure, exclusive miniature, but yeah. Of course, based on one of the best science fiction games, Babylon 5 settings, so if you haven't seen that ever in your life, go ahead, go check it out. But in its initial 2004 release, you had basic rules for Earth Alliance, Minbari, Centauri, the Narn, the Interstellar Alliance, which was then basically a White Star, Shadows of Orleans, the Raiders, and the League of Non-Aligned Worlds, including a heap of cardboard counter that could be used in place of the miniatures to represent the ships. So that was quite handy. You could start playing immediately. I myself had a large collection still of the old Babylon 5 Wars vessels, as I was said, and they also sold those nice little starter boxes, which had about 5 raid, which was the standard size for a game of 2 to 3 hours, 5 raid points in there. So the game worked in levels. You had patrol, skirmish, raid, battle, and war, and depending, later Armageddon, and depending at which level you set your game, battle cost double. For example, standard was 5 raid, meaning that a patrol vessel was 1/4 of a point, a skirmish a half, battle was ×2, and war was ×4. And you selected your fleet like that, and you went off to battle or fleet engagement action. So it was pretty cool. There were a few rule supplements coming in the first edition as well, for new fighter rules, new missions, because yeah, the game also had missions. You had fleet carriers later on, revised lists for the Vorlons and the Shadows, and for the League of Non-Aligned Worlds, and then even later, not only through their size importance, which was a bit of their own local White Dwarf, but you got extra supplements for the Earth Minbari War. You got fleets for the Dilgar, fleets for the Drakh. So, and then in 2006, second edition came with the hardback Armageddon. So it had a lot of new vessels. It was also the first time the Earth Alliance was split into 3, being the early wars around the Minbari War, the Dawn of the Third Age, which is around the main series, and then the post Babylon 5 series, all the modern vessels like the Warlock class and everything. So they got also the Ancients were introduced back then. So yeah, that has been the book that introduced the Armageddon level, and yeah, well, you got big vessels. The Pakmara also followed, and that was the moment the second edition really came in, and it had new playable fleets. If I remember, you had the Psychor, which was a cool gimmick, but not that great. You had the Gaim coming in, with also a League of Non-Aligned Worlds world. The Her Gunship, the Technomage Pinanche, the Ipsha War Globe. So there's all kind of loose vessels coming in based on the old models from Babylon 5 Wars. And then the game had won an Origins Award, I think, in 2004 or 2005. But then it stopped suddenly producing the figures end of March 2008. They only announced it like a month in front due to the costs, and well, it wasn't that interesting anymore for the production of the figures. So it had a nice discount at the end though, so even after that the game ended, we still played it for a few years, a few months. So yeah, it was a pretty cool game. It's quite fun. While I'm mumbling all about this, you could see a whole slideshow of pictures passing by on your screen. So those are from the older games. We even managed to get into a war game magazine. There was, I'm gonna see if I can find it again. But it was a magazine that came for a British magazine that came for a bit of a club tour based around our Crisis War game show back then. And well, we were the game they were a bit flabbergasted about. It was played so much because we had a huge table that evening. We didn't know they were coming, so that wasn't our corner. And we ended up in the magazine with a picture and all of playing Babylon 5, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, that's about it for well, something that I basically blame Andy on. So I'm now just rewatching the series for I don't know how many time, while doing my night shifts, because yeah, I need inspiration to paint up my Hyperions, because yeah, Omega Destroyers and Hyperions, they're the way to go. And we'll see how it goes, and once my fleets are painted up again, expect to see some battle report or something here on the channel anyway as well. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time, and hopefully for more Babylon 5 gaming. Bye bye.